But yeah, recommended. Waterworld, a lot of fun with NPC. He put a lot of work into making that entertaining, and it was great. Well, you know what else is entertaining? Our little dancing Crappy here. Hey, Crappy, how about you do a little jig over to the Iron GM round, because we are in the losers bracket for the Iron GM. Now, what does this mean? The players were presented with 3 different possible GMs that they could choose from. If they chose the same GM in a secret vote, that's who they ended up with. And the GM is like, oh, they love me, and gives them wonderful, beautiful video games that may or may not hurt. You know, it's hard to say. If they chose different GMs, though, they ended up with the 3rd GM that neither of them chose. So who are the GMs? Well, before that, I want to say first, thank you to Factor for sponsoring during this show. Factor, the meal delivery. Oh my God. They deliver food to your face, okay? You put money in the website and they send you freaking food. And so you can always use the link if you would like to check it out. Exclamation point Factor in chat, 50% off. And for everybody who buys, the stream gets a decent chunk of money. And considering that we give over $2,000 worth of prizes for Kusogrand8, I am a fan of that. Thank you so much, Factor. So yeah, you are welcome to check that out. Now, what did I need? Oh my gosh. Stream. Stream closed caption. Here's the deal. I cleared my cookies before starting the stream today. And now I'm trying to remember where this freaking website is. There, connect. I'm connected with Twitch. You know, as I'm doing that, we'll get the captions up. Who are the GMs that could be chosen? Well, the first GM, Iron Gem Captain and the Game Master. Yes, Novasol, who gave out a game yesterday. Ooh, Novasol could potentially give another one. Who knows? Iron GM PP Hammer is our second GM. That is indeed Dolores Fred. And finally, Iron GM Quote 2382. Our dear friend Shrambles. Now, the players, of course, did not know what the other players chose. So who knows? Well, I know who they chose. Let's go ahead and reveal. Our first player decided to opt for Iron GM PP Hammer. That's right. Muware obviously putting his priorities somewhere. Yuge, on the other hand, decided to go with Iron GM PP Hammer, which means it's PP Hammer time. Everybody, throw your hands in the air. Let's hammer some PPs. Okay, Dolores Fred, go ahead, hop into voice. I would love to chat with you about this upcoming game, because we gotta learn about what PP Hammer's taste is.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Fred. How you doing?
I'm a little sick. It's kind of loopy, but I think we'll get through this evening together.
Sick and loopy? That's my favorite.
I know.
Actually, loopy more so than sick. Eggplant Wiz, thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, with that said, what do we have here? What game are you giving out?
So since the players love-picked me, I decided to give them a little gem of jankiness from my childhood, as is tradition. But this one is actually something that I played in my childhood, for better or for worse. Today they're getting to play a little game called Mission Elevator for the Amiga.
Mission Elevator. Well, everybody, we're going to find out what type of mission involves elevators over the next hour, because the players will have 1 hour to race this and try to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does will take the victory. Whoever falls behind will be eliminated. Out of Kusogrand8. Goodbye. Sayonara. Catch you next mission. Yeah. With that said, it's also mercy because they no longer have to play our games. I know that one of the GMs was saying that this game is kind of difficult, but I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe they're just weak.
It's kind of brutal. I'm expecting many deaths. which are
Okay.
luckily accompanied by one of the most blood-curdling screams that has ever been digitized.
Oh, blood-curdling screams. Well, I don't want those. Oh, of course the resolution is changing as soon as it hops in here. Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
everybody,
I'm sorry in
welcome to
advance.
Amiga Love. JK, the opposite of that. This is Amiga just as it exists. You know what's funny? For GDQ, they had a bonus game put in, I think because they had extra time, that ended up being an Amiga game. Guess who was
Oh yeah,
capturing
CR,
feeds during
right?
that? Yeah, that's right. I was. And I'm like, of course I'm the person at GDQ who gets the one Amiga game. That's just my life. That's how it is. Not only that, but they were like, I need to tell you how to capture it. I'm like, no, I need to tell you how to capture it, because have you played an Amiga game? They look probably a good decade and a half younger than I am. And I'm like, okay. We're going to want to have a backup setup because you never know when resolutions are going to change for Amiga, and I made sure that we had it set up. Luckily, we didn't have to change it, but still, I was like, I had to be careful.
Yeah, that's the thing with Amiga capture.
Yeah, but with that said,
Unfortunately,
preparation made it so that we
that
didn't run
every
into
time.
any problems. Okay, well, I think that I'm ready for Mission Elevator. Let me see if the players are. And yeah, I love that they're like, well, the emulator crashed and I had to resize. And both you and Hedgemaze are like, it doesn't matter. Brossentia will have to deal with it anyway. Yep.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean,
y'all
yeah.
know how Amiga goes. That is just my life. Just waiting. Yuge has confirmed ready. Just waiting for Muware right now. And Muware is ready,
Also
so it is
ready.
time to do the countdown. What would be good emotes to spam? Obviously, elevators, but I don't know how
Oh
many
yeah,
elevator emotes
elevators, secret agents.
there are. Ooh,
I don't know,
spikes.
Egyptian statues, barkeepers,
Okay,
dice,
yes, spam
lots of
those.
things.
Spam, spam, spam. I love those suggestions. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Ooh, the bin part of Tubin. Good.
Get ready, agent. There we go.
I'm ready, agent.
So, I love this game. So, how do where do I even start? So the basic plot of this game is that you have to disarm a bomb that is on the 62nd floor of this hotel, right?
Okay.
And you need the disarm code. And the code is, oh, squish, there you go.
Okay, that was a good scream. I like it.
You'll hear it a lot.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Where was I? Right, disarm the bomb at on the 62nd floor of this hotel. You need a code that is 16 parts, and all those parts are like directions up, down, left, right that you will have to enter at the end.
Okay.
And you will have to find them. They're strewn everywhere. They can be hidden literally in any piece of furniture that you can see. That
How did
includes
Muware
the
even die?
walls. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see sometimes, but you're probably getting shot.
Oh, well, I imagine
can
there are a
go
lot
really
of bullets.
fast. Yep.
Also, a lot of dudes. Like, holy crap. Mission Elevator.
Yep, this is
like,
some...
yeah.
So the question is it always the same code? No. In fact, both the code and the location of the codes, the locations of the codes change every playthrough. So I've given them a save state that they should load from if they game over, when they game over. So we have like a consistent pattern.
I do
think that's just
appreciate
fair
that
for, like, brackets.
nobody has gotten past the first floor yet.
Nope.
Oh, this is gonna be heartbreaking. Welcome to life, everybody. Pew, pew. Yeah,
And
shoot
that's
them in the
game over
ankles.
for you, Gay.
Ah! Okay,
I mean,
I
both
like
of them
the
have
shaking
managed.
screen there. That's beautiful.
Get ready, agent.
Both of them have at least managed to get to get the first master key. So that's another thing. Okay, so this hotel is 8 sections basically long.
Okay.
And there's 2 pieces of code in every section. And to get from one section to the next, you have to first find the master key that you can see in the very first floor, right?
Okay.
You pick that up, and then you can start opening the blue doors. And behind one of the blue doors, there's the porter, and he will give you the emergency door key that you can use to open the white door at the end of the section.
You say emergency dorky, and I just think of like getting a really nerdy friend. Like, you're my emergency dorky. Yeah.
Woober just spawned in and immediately died once. Yep, that happens a lot.
Now, with that said, we do have referees helping to track this match. Our referees for this match are Nakarashi's going up and down. Taven once got trapped in an elevator with a clown. No joke. I've gotten trapped in an elevator, but not with a clown. That is horrifying. Linker's constant obnoxious sound effects. And finally, Examine Toasty Stoat. There is nothing. Okay. Examine column. It is a Doric one. What does that mean?
Yep. It's a Doric column. It's a style of column.
Gotcha. So, just so you know, everybody, we are judging based off of the highest run, which is the pieces of code, the emergency door keys, and the master keys collected. It's a little bit intense for tracking purposes, but that's why we've got referees to help out many things.
Get ready, agent.
So this controls like butt, if you can't tell. You will die a lot just by the way this controls. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite sound effects. That's a reference to a German public TV interstitial cartoon. It's stupid. Guten Abend. Yeah.
I
This
like
is Fred
that.
being
Also,
nice. Yes.
yeah, Linker
Yes,
is
this is me
saying that
being
this
nice.
is Fred being nice. I'm not sure about it being nice. Because
I'm being nice to myself. Let's put it like that.
okay,
I really
that's
wanted
fair.
to
I
see
mean,
someone
if this
play
is a
this.
game that you enjoy, then that's completely fair. And honestly, like, I can see that this isn't the worst game on the Amiga by far. Like,
Nah.
we have seen much, much worse.
It's stupid hard.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot like Elevator Action, except maybe not as refined. I played a lot of the NES Elevator Action when I was a kid.
I would assume I've never played Elevator Action, but you know.
Yeah, it was a lot like this.
Yuge,
except more
you
mechanics.
can turn off the light. That's what happens when you interact with the fire extinguisher. All the candles go out, and you have to play the rest of your life
Why
in the
is
dark.
Yugi rolling dice? 8? Okay, house wins. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a gambling minigame for some reason. Oh, yes, it happened!
What
Muir
happened?
examined the socket. If you examine the socket, it asks you if you're sure, and if you say yes, then you die. And by
Oh.
die, I mean you're game over.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so right now, yeah, you can see when somebody has gotten a key, because down at the bottom left of the HUD, there's a K1 that appears. What other numbers are there? I see 8, and then K1, and then, like, a counter.
Get ready.
Oh yeah, the 8, or in the case of Mover now, the 7, that's the number of lives that you still have. The K1 is the key. The O2 is just the floor that you're on.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
But
So
since you will
the
have
floor
to
doesn't matter too
move
much.
around, it doesn't really. What matters is the section that you're in.
Gotcha.
Yep, Muware
So
turned
people
off the light.
know Muware is currently in the lead, having gotten one piece of code. and a master key. But we are judging based off of pieces of code found in a single playthrough, then emergency door keys found, then master keys found, then highest floor reached, then time. So technically going up does matter because, you know, if it does come down to that being the tiebreaker, then you want to get high up in this hotel.
So do you want to know how you interact with things?
Yeah,
controls-wise.
I have a feeling you duck and you press the button.
Yeah, you duck and you press to the side. This is a bit of a problem if you're trying to duck away from enemy shots because you will constantly accidentally interact with things.
Yeah, I saw people doing that.
It happens all the time. And sometimes that means that you will turn off the light.
Oh, Mooware found a matchbox, though, so it ended up working out. Mooware accidentally interacted with Plant and got matches.
Yep, that's how you turn the light back on. There's a few fun things that you can do if you notice that that's what you're doing. Like, for instance... I see Mooware restarted.
I believe so, yes.
Excuse me for a moment. I have to check on something.
You are
real quick.
fine. So, per the credits, this was made by Rolf Lacamper. I probably pronounced that incorrectly, but they also made games like Nibbler for Commodore 64. Oh, we've had that. No, we haven't had that. I think that I've talked about it. Wait, Pink Panther for ZX Spectrum? Is this the sneaky one? Yep, that is the one that we've had on Kusogrand8, one of the games that Donkey Kong gave out. Very nice. I love when games show up again, or when developers show up again, you know. This guy, obviously a Kuso classic at this point. Although I would say that, like, his games, especially for Amiga, tend to be a little bit more fleshed out than some of the others. It's not just another platformer. They're games that are experimenting with an idea. Even if it's an idea that's done before, this still is adding a new twist to elevator action. You know, instead of going from the top of the building down to the bottom, instead we're going from the bottom to the top. And instead of, like, being a thief and stealing stuff, we're trying to defuse a bomb. Hence the reason there's a counter here. And so, you know, with all of the exploration, checking everything in order to find the various key items. Hey, we got to listen to a clock. That was nice. You know, it's very much a different experience. Oh, hey, Mooware got another key. Very nice. But I see ED showed up on the screen.
Yes.
So does
ED, that... just emergency door and nothing more...
okay.
Nothing more than that.
Yeah, when it says that, does that mean he got a key for the emergency door or used the emergency door? Or is that an emergency door key?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't.
I'm just trying to figure out, does that mean that he got a key for the emergency door or that he used the emergency door? Okay.
And now he used the key on the emergency door. And now the fun thing is you can't return to the previous part.
Ah.
So essentially, if you don't find both pieces of code in that section and you leave, you basically soft locked yourself out of winning the game.
Gotcha. Ah.
Get ready, Adrian.
Yeah, you probably don't want a soft lock. Oh, jeez. Can you find a key
to be honest,
go back
they will
through
not
the
make it.
emergency door?
You cannot go back through the emergency door.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, the players will probably figure out later on that they've soft locked or something like that. Hey, Mooer found
I
money.
think I've
Okay.
told them in the instructions.
Well, I mean, even with instructions, sometimes, like, if you're trying to learn what happens later on in the game, you might skip certain things just because it makes more sense to make quick progress and see what's coming up. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised if it happened accidentally as well, just considering how much is happening. But this is also me watching multiple streams and trying to do some reading at the same time, so I'm probably just getting distracted. Okay, Mooware talked to the barkeeper and says $15.92.
Yes, so Mover paid for whiskey.
Okay. Apparently Yuge has 2 pieces of
unfortunately, what
code,
that
though.
means is that you get drunk. So you get a tip. Those 2 numbers are floors where codes are hidden.
I'm still drunken.
Get ready,
Yep.
Agent.
So,
When you're drunk, your controls are reversed.
uh-oh.
You cannot see it, but Mover is probably annoyed.
Well, with that said, it appears that Yuge is currently in the lead with 2 pieces of code, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't actually see any player get any pieces of code, but I trust the referees here, because each referee is watching one of these streams dedicated so that we know what's going on, and that is a huge amount of help. Thank you, thank you.
So I've played around with this seed a little bit before the run,
Okay.
and I know a few locations.
Oh, are they doing a set seed then?
Yeah, I given them a safe state because otherwise the locations would be random, so I don't want that for like a bracket match.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know. So yeah, when the players are playing, they will get information that will help them, and that information carries over for the various playthroughs that they have, just because we are
The
playing on a
information,
set
yes.
seed. Yeah.
However, I told them that they have to recollect all the pieces of code every playthrough to for it to count as progress.
Ah.
Get ready, Agent.
Okay, so now, oh yeah, that's game over.
Yeah, with that said, Mooware might
Yes,
have
yep.
just been getting a game over anyway because he knew it.
Get
It was
ready,
inevitable.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
ready.
has Moober noticed? Yes. Why is Moober not getting the one down there? There is a sign. Okay, now he's got. I don't know why it didn't trigger the first time there. Maybe it. That's odd. So I know that there's a piece of code hidden on the rightmost column of the first floor.
Okay.
But right now, when we tried examining that column, nothing happened at first.
I don't know.
But-
Yeah, I mean, we've had a few Amiga games that have been a little bit inconsistent. Biggest thing, though, is realizing, learning where the inconsistencies are and how to deal with them.
Get ready,
Uh,
Agent.
I mean, he also knows that there's where the first piece is hidden. So I think, well, he thought to check that part. So it's okay, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
He knows where the first part is. He knows where the second code is. He managed to get the master key for section 2, which is good progress, I would say, so far. Because seriously, this game is really, really hard.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you may be wondering about the story, chat. Let me go ahead and read this to you. One of the central intelligence units of the FBI has been attacked. Agents of a hostile secret service hold this important unit under siege to blackmail the U.S. government to release a number of spies presently imprisoned. If the demands of the agents are not met by a given deadline, the hotel, which is the cover for the Central Intelligence Unit's offices, will be blown up. However, FBI headquarters managed to get in touch with a computer specialist working at the Central Intelligence Units very briefly. The specialist was able to locate the electronic timer of the bomb on the 62nd floor of the hotel. He even manages to find the stop code of the timer before he is finally discovered by his enemies. His opponents deposit him in the basement of the hotel. On the way, the FBI man is able to hide various little signs which, if put together, give you the stop code. Headquarters decide to put their super agent, Trevor, on the job. Your name is Trevor?
Yes, your name is Trevor.
Okay. You are Trevor, and it is your task against all odds to find the code and make your way to the 62nd floor to defuse the bomb and save the hotel. So there you go. There's the story. Trev here just running around, getting shot in the foot because he jumped too high. That's life.
So a fun thing that just happened on Moore's screen, I'm not sure if you saw it. Probably not because we were reading. Behind every painting that you see, right, there's some money hidden. If you examine the painting, you pick up the money, and you can then examine anything else, and Trevor will put down the money there.
Okay.
And when an enemy walks by that, he will basically take it as a bribe, and he will whisper the location of one of the codes in this section to you.
Ooh.
So that's one of the ways of, finding out where to go.
There's so many mechanics in this game. My gosh.
It's a fun thing to figure out. You get 2 locations or just floors from the barkeeper. You can also get 1 if you only drink beer instead of whiskey.
Yeah. Let's see. What the crap? One of the hints in this is use the lift systematically to save time. Well, duh.
Yeah.
That's not a good hint. That's just play the game.
Yeah, that's a stupid non-hint.
Yeah.
Found money. Always be careful walking under the elevators, because they can squish you.
Yep, same in elevator action. You don't want to get squished by the elevators. Can you stand on top of the elevators in this one?
No, you will fall.
Okay. Well, that's disappointing. Because you could in elevator
why?
action.
You already have the information. Why would you get drunk again? Where? No.
Do your controls reverse when you get drunk?
Yes.
I assume so. Well, I mean, it depends on if Mooware believes that that's part of the code or not.
Yeah, I've written in the instructions what the codes look like, so it shouldn't. So you shouldn't think that. It's possible. There's a lot of info in the instructions. I just hope they read all the tips and hints in the manual. Because things like bribing enemies, those are hinted at in the manual.
I mean, it doesn't even say bribe the enemies. It's like your opponents know the hiding places of the codes and will tell you about them provided you can get them to talk. Okay.
Yeah. It's really easy to do that accidentally, so, yeah, I'm not worried about that. Oh, is Yugi going to... Oh, no, he didn't. Wanted to see if Yugi was going to fiddle with the socket, but he didn't.
Well, that's probably a good choice. I mean, fiddling with the socket gets you killed, at least in Mission Elevator.
Yeah, I mean, if you're untrained, it's good advice for real life as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've been shocked by an electrical outlet, like, not super bad.
Okay,
but...
what you doing?
What happened?
You get paid some cash for a lady to take off her clothing.
What?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can pay a woman to take her clothes off? Did I miss seeing her with her clothes off? Oh no.
I mean, it was... She was still wearing, like, a bikini.
Well, okay. I guess I'm a little bit sad that I missed it, but that's fine. I mean, she consented. She said it was fine.
It might happen again. It will. Oh, we're interacting with the grandfather clock.
Aw, yeah. Ah!
Get ready, agent.
Also, a good call by you two to use your playlist, because honestly, those sounds, they're so grating. It's like one of the changes they made for the Amiga version, right?
Yeah.
They thought, hey, the Amiga can do amazing sound effects, and yeah. So they thought, you know what we should do? We should like digitize lots of speech and stupid sounds, and that will make our game better. Those weren't in the C64 version.
I'm not exactly sure. I actually really like the digitized voices. I mean, what, for 1986? It's a nice little touch.
Yeah, it's quite an old game, and the sounds they're like obnoxiously loud. Yeah, there's like clipping, so they're not like well digitized.
Yeah. By the way, I'm trying to find, because the box for this game talks about Micropool supposedly being the developer, I don't really see any information about Micropool. There's, of course, Eurogold, that was one of the publishers, Axiom, US Gold. Of course US Gold got their hands on this. Why couldn't they? Yeah, Eurogold, of course, did games like Buddy Bubble. That sounds great. Caves of 64. Scary. Street Cat. Sounds like... no, that's Bad Cat. What? Oh my god. Okay, so they made Bad Cat. Axiom, on the other hand, worked on like Power Sticks, Spin World, Gun Shoot. Who the crap makes a game and calls it Gun Shoot? Okay, it's just a clone of Bank Panic. Whatever, Gun Shoot. I'm actually really offended by that stupid title. Like, yeah, whatever.
Which title?
Damn implant, nothing in plant. There needs to be more things in plant. Like bug. There could be bug in plant. There could be like...
oh, so that's some good progress, by the way. Yuge has 4 pieces of code and made it to section 3, so that's a clear lead at the moment.
Very nice. Yuge currently in the lead. Newware, on the other hand, has 3 pieces of code. I have no idea how to tell, but the refs have said 3 pieces of code. And I trust our referees, otherwise I'd have no hope in this.
They're really helpful. Because trying to do this alone would be impossible.
Oh yeah. Now, in the meantime, as we get into this, I'm going to go ahead and just get our tracker up there, because it's not very easy to visibly see like how far the players are and such, so a little information can't hurt.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Yeah, for now, I'm just going to have the first 2 metrics listed there for the players. That way, it's not too confusing for viewers. You know, all you have to worry about is how many pieces of code they have, as well as how many of the elevator keys or the emergency keys. And then if it does come down to a tie, then we will use the other metrics here. Okay, we do not need the Star Spangled Banner right now. Get out of here. Superman for NES, stop it. Stop it. Ugh. There we go. So, yes, Yuge in the lead with 4 pieces of code, Newware with 3. the refs are generally only updating after a game over, so don't worry too much. They have a separate place where they are keeping track of the current run, and they will update this as it goes.
Oh, that's some heavy shooting there.
Well, yeah, you gotta shoot.
Yeah, or you'll die.
Yeah, shoot or die. Them's the rules. Okay, nowhere. No.
I don't know why they keep doing the dice rolling minigame.
Well, I mean, you need to duck underneath the bullet, and if you slightly
Yeah,
tap
but you
left or
don't
right,
have
you
to say
interact.
yes. You don't have to say yes to playing.
Yeah, but it's fine.
I guess they just
What if you
shoot,
do win?
trying to shoot, and that just is also the confirm button. So yeah, I guess that's how it happens.
Yeah. My big question is, what happens if you do win the gambling game?
It's
get
just
money?
your score that goes up.
Do you...
It's really, literally useless.
Oh, come on. Score's not useless. Score's great.
That reminds me, I should do a score attack game. Oh wait, I did do a score attack game. We played Army Moves. That was basically a score attack.
Yeah, we've had this. I think that you've done it before. Well, everybody, I hope that you are having fun. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for being here and supporting. It's been a good time. We are getting into the thick of Kusogrand8. What did that guy just say?
I was looking at something else.
Nowhere
I
opened
have no
the
idea
door,
what-
and the guy said to blank off. Excuse me?
Was it the punk guy?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the swearing, but it's barely audible, to be honest.
I was gonna say, I don't think anybody else noticed. That's silly. Oh, everybody, welcome to games that weren't made in the US, or that weren't specifically made with censorship in mind. I'm very much a fan of not censoring when it comes to games. At the same time, yes, we have had censored games here in Kusogrand8, but I don't care. Oh, someone says he said buzz off. Okay. He might have just been buzzing
okay.
off, yeah.
But how do you like Trevor's outfit? I think if you're trying to infiltrate, like, a hotel that's overrun by hostile agents, that's exactly the color scheme that you should be wearing, right?
A tracksuit?
So it looks like a
actually, you
wool
look.
sweater or something.
It almost looks straight up like the dude from Elevator Action. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, it's. What year was Elevator Action?
Let's see.
Do you know
Apparently,
that?
the original was released in 1983, so a good several years, or 3 years before this.
I mean, there's more than a decent chance that they got the idea from that. I love the death scream. It's just, it's a haunting sound.
Oh yeah. And actually, I appreciate what chat's saying, that they appreciate the censored version of Franco, and thought it was a great Kuso match. You know, I believe in censorship when it's funny. But not because things are offensive, only so that I can get a good laugh.
Oh, like you had to censor Titanic at AGDQ?
Oh, that was great, yeah.
That was great. Arguably better than the original.
Yeah, like, if you're going to censor something, make me laugh, okay? Don't make it like, oh, you just did this because, nudity. You know what? Nudity's beautiful. Be nude, everybody. Okay, you don't have to be nude, but it's fine.
Just don't do it on stream.
Yeah, don't do it on this stream. At least don't have your camera on. You might be naked right now and I don't even know. It's fine. Yeah, and if you do have your camera on, don't have it on stream. Yeah, them's the rules. But no, like, whatever. You know, human bodies, every body is different, everybody is unique. I'm kind of fatter, but whatever. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. Fred, I've never seen you.
Everyone is beautiful.
But you are beautiful. And everybody...
Thank you.
Yeah, you can be nude sometimes. There you go. And sometimes somebody in an elevator will give you $100. And then you get to take off your clothes.
Hasn't happened to me yet.
I'm waiting for the day, okay? Hasn't happened to me yet either, but, you know, one day I'm going to be in a hotel, someone will give me $100, and I'll just strip down to my bra. Be great.
Okay, so there's a good chance Yuge is going to make some progress this time. He has all the pieces of code that he needs, but he doesn't have the keys yet this run.
We're getting another electrocution? I don't know. I thought that said 5 lives left, but Muware, back to the beginning
Yeah,
of
it
the
jumps
game.
from 0 to 5 when you game over for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. For reasons.
For a reason. Also, one really funny death that I saw earlier. Muware was trying to attack an enemy by jump kicking them, which you can do, but like just the pixel before he touched the enemy, just in that split second, he got shot in the knee and died. It was just a beautiful... Oh, instant obliteration there. Oh, that's...
You know, honestly, if you don't get medical attention and you get shot in the knee, there is a pretty good chance of death. Like, that's not too inaccurate. Don't get shot in the knee, everybody. My recommendation.
Yeah.
If you do get medical attention
shot,
quickly,
right?
You have a lot more help. Yeah, don't get shot. Don't be dumb.
Not everyone has the choice, but, you know...
Well, I mean, yeah, usually it's not your choice about getting shot or not, but, I don't know, if somebody comes up to you and they're like, I've got a gun, and they show you their gun, you can do a few things to help diffuse the situation. First off, give them $100 and then take off your clothes. Yeah. See?
Oh. That would be confusing.
I've seen that in the movies sometimes, you know, the robbers, yeah, they're like, take your clothes off, and it's like, why? It's like, no good reason. But then they don't get shot, so it works out. I'd rather be embarrassed than dead, okay? How about that?
True.
And honestly, like, if I were forced to be naked, whatever. I know it's not my fault. I don't think I'm gonna be embarrassed. I'm just naked, that's all.
Naked and proud.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm not exactly proud that people stole all my clothes, but I'm like, the reality of this situation is I'm naked here. There's not really much I can do.
You can
Sure,
be
grab
proud.
a trash can
Like-
lid, put it in front of my crotch, you know, maybe hide a little bit, but that's all. I'm not going to be embarrassed about it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be helpful. So Yuge's back in section 3 of the hotel.
Oh,
With
very
4 lives
nice.
left. That's looking good. Enemy Whispers examined the plan, so now he's got a helpful tip for the next piece of code, even. Looks like he might be able to
Bleh.
solidify his lead. But there he goes, being shot in the back. There's a sign! He's got it. That's clue number 5. That's now 5 for Yuge, 3 for Muware.
Muware opening the door and shooting whoever was in there. That's not very nice.
But to be fair, if he had waited any longer, he would have been shot.
You know, for a building that's about to explode, they sure have a lot of agents in here.
Yeah, they must be sacrificial, right? There's no way they're getting out of there.
I don't like this villain. How do you convince so many people to die for you? That's bad. Bad villain. Maybe these people don't realize what a bomb is. That's probably... I'd say that's more the case. They're like, a bomb? Okay. I guess that's gonna help us take over the world, huh, Davey? Ooh,
Well, not you
theory in
specifically.
chat from Iscorian that they're shadow clones. That may be true.
Sorry, this guy with the good laugh just makes me laugh. What a game. So now it's 5-4 for Yuge.
Very
way-
nice. Hey, emergency door for Muware onto area 3. Very nice. But yeah, Yuge is still definitely in the lead with 4 pieces of code. Of course, our referee's keeping track of it. It's actually 5 pieces of code. This will be updated after Yuge gets a game over. Whereas Muware has 4, listed currently as 3 on our screen, but it is 4 indeed for the current run. And both
Okay,
of them have 2
so
emergency
we're
keys.
placed a bribe and got the hint that he has to examine the plant. So he will tie.
Yeah.
Probably he will tie with Yuge in just a moment.
And in that case, both of them have 2
Maybe
emergency
not.
door keys, which means that that tie gets broken by the number of master keys. Yuge has found 3, Muware 2. So even with all these ties that are probably going to happen, it will still be Yuge in the lead. I will go ahead and extend that section since it will probably come into play in just a little bit. Remember, we're going priority
might.
left to right. Pieces of code is the metric, followed by emergency door keys, followed by master keys.
Good, so now it's... Oh, I didn't notice that Yuge found the 6th piece of code.
Get ready.
I didn't see it. Where was it?
I don't know. I think
I think the
Yuge
rest
has
are also
found
tracking
another
that.
piece of code as well, though. Okay, something for Muware says down. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's the direction for the code, so,
Oh, okay.
the
Down.
code is down, right, left, up, and you have like 16 steps that you have to follow at the end. They're not making it there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 plants in section 3. Okay.
By the way, the players are all doing pretty well here right now. You know, it's too close for me to really call who is going to take the victory. Obviously, one person is getting eliminated, so both Muware and Yuge want to stay in. This is a pretty hot match as well. I like both Muware and Yuge, you know, fantastic people. Muware helps a lot with the mystery tournament and actually submitted my little bird game to them so that they could race it during the tournament. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Muware. You're awesome.
I mean, it is very much a mystery tournament kind of game.
I mean, it's a puzzle Sokoban. Yep. Speaking of that, I will still be working on that throughout the next month or 2 to get 20 more levels in. I was trying for the end of January. Guess what? That's coming really, really soon. And I have been more exhausted from travel than expected, so it will be basically as soon as I'm done. But that is my
Still have
next
to,
big
like,
creative
finish
project
the
that I
last
want to
few.
do. What's that?
I still have to finish the last few levels of Magpie. I think I stopped like 2 or 3 levels before the end.
The last one's really hard.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty good progression.
I had some people comment to me about like the order of levels, and they're like, it's a little bit odd that you have like a hard level here or somewhat hard and then a few easier levels, and it's like, well, I sort of wanted to go with sort of NES level theory that, you know, had breather levels in between so that you actually had time to recuperate. Also, with a lot of games, like, if you skip a level, then you miss out on learning key information for later levels, and I didn't want that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make it so that if you skip something, you could still make progress. You know, you didn't necessarily need to have learned what the other levels taught
Nowhere
you.
was hit.
Yeah.
Nowhere clung to that last life for quite a while, and I think he was just a few pixels short of getting the next piece of code, I think. I'm not sure if it was this plant where one of them was hidden. Oh yeah, it must have been this plant.
Oh.
Oh,
Still,
that was...
we have a new personal best for Mooware, 5 pieces of code, 2 emergency door keys, and 3 master keys. Yuge is ahead by 1 single piece of code. That is it. This is very close between the players.
Really well.
Yeah.
This is a really, really difficult game. Like, trust me, this is... It wants to murder you, and it consistently does.
Yeah, while you have a timer, like, honestly, the timer has... Those are Tims. Those are straight-up Tims. Look how long it takes forever. Everybody, we finally found Tims again. It's not... And in a non-Spider-Man game. Oh. I'm so happy.
You're not running out of time.
Yeah, remember, a Tim in our world is 3 seconds per second, so... Yep. Or 3 seconds per Tim, essentially. 1 Tim is 3 seconds.
Spider-Man Game Boy game? Was it that?
Yep. The one that Kowal had to play in Kusogrand8 and then did a speedrun of because I think we ruined Kowal's life at that point.
I mean, it is a pipeline that's, yeah, that's known by now. Like the Kusogrand8 Big Bad Gameathon to GDQ pipeline is a real thing.
To be fair, though, I wouldn't say Kowal's life is ruined. Kowal has been extremely busy with personal life, and from what I understand, has been doing very well. I'd like to hear from him a little bit more. Kowal, if you happen to watch this, hey, come say hi. I'd love to chat. But yeah, you were a fantastic admin, and will be missed for a long time, but if you resurface again in the future, I am happy. That's kind of the fun thing, Fred. Sometimes we do have people disappear as GMs for a year or two and then suddenly come back in full force, and I always celebrate. Or occasionally a GM will pop up who hasn't given a game in like 2 years, but they suddenly step out of the retirement home and they're like, here's a game, and I'm like, yes! Yes! You're back!
Yeah, that's fun. I remember the the epic dumpster bear phase a while back.
Oh yeah. That was certainly a phase that we had.
It's a good one. It was a really cool game. It looked more janky than it actually was.
I mean, there is a more recent epic dumpster bear game that came out, I think, last year.
What was it, the Jank Brain thing? I think that was longer
No, there was
ago.
another one.
There was another one?
Yeah, because there was Epic Dumpster Bear 2, Jank Brain, and then some other... I'm looking this up right now. Dumpster... Epic Dumpster Bear 1.5 DX Dumpster Fire. I think that was the latest one. And I guess I already own it.
That, like, remade levels from Epic Dumpster Bear 1?
It's an enhanced version of the indie cult classic platformer that introduces Epic Dumpster Bear 2 play control into remixed 1 levels.
Hey, look, Yuge's got the emergency door key, and I think both of the pieces of code in that section. And he's close to the emergency door, so... And can he get through? Yes.
Good.
Onto section 4 now.
Oh my god, how long does this Frogger music last? Okay, it's almost done.
Did you accidentally put like 10 hours of Frogger music video?
No, it's just in my playlist. I have this like 14 or 15 minute Frogger for Atari XL. This is what I listened to as a kid, okay? I probably listened to this music more than I played Frogger. Oh, we're on the Barbie music, even better. Good.
I definitely have a few games where I would put them on just for the music. You know, growing up with an Amiga, Lotus Challenge 3 was one of those. I would just put it on, put on the car radio, and it was just great music.
Unironically, it is. Muware is doing a pretty good job of conserving lives. That's really the most important thing that you can do. Make sure that you don't die needlessly. I mean, Yuge, back, I believe, to the beginning of the game, yeah, there's still enough time for a good attempt or two for each of the players.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Muware has a good chance of tying again. Or even surpassing Yuge, actually. He's on 5 pieces of code. He is in the correct section. He has the key. He just has to find the codes.
Yeah.
Actually, he has one of them already. The other one is in a plant on floor 22.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing with this game is that oftentimes you can get yourself in a situation where, like, you're just going to die because you start moving up an elevator, a guy appears, and, you know, he's just able to get a bullet off right in time to hit you in the foot. Like, you can sort of plan for things like that, but you have to be somewhat careful. Ooh, I saw none.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of move a little in the elevator. It's still... it has happened to Yuge, I think, earlier. That's down on one of the chairs, and like the enemy had already shot. So as soon as he stood up, he got killed. So that happens. Like the enemy spawning is just so insane, honestly. This is like serious clown car crap.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so many people in this hotel. I feel like they should get fined. Like, this isn't... For how big this hotel is, this is too many people. Like, each room... It's gotta have just a single bed in there, not even a bathroom. Like, these are small rooms. Then you've got all the rooms with curtains. I don't even know why they don't have a real door.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just where the agents come out of. Weaver has found his 6th piece of code.
Nice.
Has 3 lives, and he's very close to reaching the end here of... Ah, nope, that's a kill.
Yep. Can't... Oh, there's a key. Okay, there's a key. Yeah, I saw that death coming. That's okay. 1 extra life. You still could move into the lead here.
It's gonna be tough. Because he will have to find a code in the next section, and he doesn't know the section. So there's a 0th life, so there's... Yeah. There's a good chance. We'll see.
Oh my gosh, I was so scared.
From the ref chat, players losing several seconds to accidentally listening to the noise of a clock is my sort of game.
Oh yeah,
says Redford.
Ooh, a player wins. Yay! Hey, Muware actually won the dice game. Unfortunately died right after. So, accidentally listening to the clock.
Again.
There we go. Muware is trying to shoot but can't because keep accidentally interacting with the dice.
See, that's why I love this game.
Oh my gosh. It's... Oh no, and then rested in the chair, which makes you stand up. You don't want to do that. And that is a game over because of crappy chair mechanics. Muware is dead. And that moves them up into a straight tie between Muware and Yuge. Yuge, though, depending on who has made it to the highest floor, that is really what is going to determine it. And I believe Yuge has made it to floor 27, Muware to floor 25. Very small difference, but Yuge in the lead.
By just a hair.
Yeah.
So now Muir is gonna need a really good run. That's basically it. That's the last run he can conceivably pull off to tie.
Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Imagine every time that you have to kill someone, you had to push the down button on the elevator. That'd be so inconvenient.
Okay, so Yuge is making it to section 4, is it now? No. Yeah, section 4. With 3 lives left.
Yeah,
So he can break the tie here. I mean, technically it's not
a chance, yeah.
not a tie, but he could make the lead much more substantial by picking up at least one piece of code. However,
yeah, one
this
piece
is
of code
new,
would help
basically
quite a
for
bit.
both of them.
I would not be too surprised if Muware manages to get back up there as well. Muware just needs to avoid these chairs like the plague. They are what got him game over last time.
Yeah, they're death traps. They're actually meant as the way to pause the game. But with the way the enemies spawn all the time and all around you, it's really kind of useless as a pause mechanic.
I kind of love it. Like, it's fun to have a pause mechanic that isn't a pause button. And considering that this is Amiga, you're probably playing on joystick while you have a keyboard, having an in-game way to pause, that's enjoyable. That's fun. It's silly. Oh no, Muware chose drink and the barkeep is laughing. I love it.
He probably shouldn't have done that.
Which one?
But maybe a little reminder to as to where something was hidden. I don't remember the numbers. Do you remember the numbers the barkeeper gave him?
1957, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah, 57 is not going to be useful for... Oh! Yuge found the emergency door key for section 4, so that's progress. Still no... okay, it looks like refs are unsure if Yuge found...
Oh no, Muware got squished!
The piece of code in the plant on floor 17. So Yuge is either on 5 or on 6 pieces right now.
Gotcha. So yeah, that will have to be reviewed. It probably, like, we'll see. Like, if Muware manages to get up to 7 pieces and so does Yuge, we'll have to actually verify if Yuge did get that. We do know that Yuge has gotten 6 total in previous runs, though.
Yeah. And even without this, without that 6th piece, it would still be a lead, but...
Yeah, Muware would have to move up to 7 pieces for this to be considered important.
Yeah. But he'll need to go up quick now. 5 minutes is not a long time. If he game overs now, that's probably it.
Yep. That said, Muware should be finding the porter and getting the key to go through the emergency door. I'm glad that the hotel is only connected by emergency doors. That's very, very good hotel design. Actually, yeah, let me tell you. No, whoever made this hotel is stupid. This isn't how you make hotels. Oh no, Muir shot in the foot. Still 4 lives left. That's fine. That's gonna be fine.
I mean, I do enjoy my elevators paternoster style. Just hop on and get squished or not, depending on how well you do it. What's life without like risks like that around every corner?
I think it's a happy life. Honestly, like,
Oh,
yeah, if
I'm
you're
sorry,
living in a
you
hotel
found
with
piece
this many
number 7.
gunshots, very dangerous. Sorry, what was that?
Yuge found the 7th piece, so that's a clear lead now.
Yeah, that's if Yuge did find the one piece earlier.
Chat, yes, he did.
Okay,
So that's number 7.
cool. Good to know. Yuge moving into the lead. We'll have to see what Muware is able to do in the next 2.5 minutes. There is a possibility because all it takes is a piece of code and a key. And that may be enough. Although, nope, Yuge did find another emergency door key and master key, so if Muware got those and got a floor higher than Yuge, that would be a lead, but we only have 2 minutes left.
It's not impossible.
Not at all. Nothing in the plant.
Yeah, it's the plant on floor 22. I think was the right one.
I
It
think
contains
so,
the
yeah.
code. At least he found money. It's gonna be close.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know. Is there anything in the plant? Nothing.
But in that plant,
That's okay. There's another plant. There's another plant. Here
Yep.
we go. Down. There's another
there it
piece of
is.
the code.
That's piece 6.
Good.
We have 1 minute.
Oh my gosh, this might come down.
He can't open the door? What?
There we go.
He was.
Yeah, just had to be... Okay, got another key. Can you get through there, though? Where?
Yeah, yes. 30 seconds to accidentally stumble upon the one piece of code.
Or get to a higher
On the
floor.
other
That's
side.
all.
No. He would need the 7th piece of code. He needs
Oh, I
to
thought
find a
that he
piece
got
of
the
code.
7th piece. Okay, never mind then.
No. Mulberry is on 6.
Okay, the house won. Unfortunately, the elevator is too slow. Oh,
Yeah. Yep, that's gonna be it.
and that is time. Everybody,
That's time.
examine candles. Yeah, not those candles, but there we go. Extremely close for quite a while there, but Yuge, in the end, managed to pull into the lead with 7 pieces of code, making him the victor today. Congratulations to Yuge. I'm going to welcome them both to come and chat if they'd like. How do you feel that they did?
They did really well. They did better than I feared they would do, because this is a really hard game. Getting to section 4 in like just 1 hour of playtime is really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Should we reveal the winners when they come to chat, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Muware is
If they
coming
want
in.
to.
Okay, there we've got Muware. We'll see if Yuge decides to come and join us. Hey, how you doing, Muware?
Guten Tag.
Yeah, guten Tag to you
Good
too.
night. Okay, so
Yes,
you
it was
guys
kinda-
are joining.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be you. Yeah, Mooware. Ah, great job here. It looks like Yuge did manage to find 7 pieces of code, though, putting him at a very, very small lead against you. It was extremely close right towards the end there. Like, honestly, you two were straight up tied, except for the number of, or like how high you went on the floors for quite a while. Like, same number of codes, same number of keys. It was really great. I had no idea who was going to win until, honestly, the very end.
So we were shortly before the end, you managed to get through the new to the new section, and you made it to like floor 24. And there was a piece of code hidden in a candle on floor 22. So if you had stumbled upon that by accident, it would have been a tie.
Yeah, I got the hint from an agent that said examine candle, and I was right next to a candle, but that wasn't the one, sadly.
Oh wait, actually, it wouldn't have been quite.
Yeah, I saw you check that
as
candle.
high,
I was like,
'cause you would have missed the keys anyway.
yeah,
I
it's
forgot
all
about the
good.
keys.
It's
I'm
all good.
sorry.
It was still really close between the players. Like,
It was a really close match.
yeah. So,
How'd you
what
like
do you
the game?
think of this game overall?
I think it's pretty charming, but especially how many enemies it spawns makes it incredibly aggravating. Like if
There's so
Oh,
many.
you could add a reasonable amount of enemies, it might be fun, but this way it's just really annoying. I spent
agree.
sometimes I spent like a minute crouching and shooting agents just so
Yep.
I could catch an elevator.
Yeah,
the,
that's the game
The
for you.
spawning is.
But with that
But,
said, like, I know elevator action. Have you played elevator action before?
A little bit.
Yeah, I tend to think that it's better than this, but this kind of took that idea, reimagined it in a different way, you know, gave you different goals, and I can appreciate it, even if it wasn't completely successful. It wasn't the worst.
Yeah, I appreciate that I got a game that I would genuinely call bad. Like sometimes we've got games that are like this is a bit weird maybe, but not that bad. But this is genuinely like slightly aggravating and annoying to play.
Oh yeah, the number of times that you
Glad to be of
accidentally
service.
activate items or like interact with the
yeah,
world around
that's
you.
the worst. You sit there and have to shoot lots of agents, and then you keep activating the bartender or I don't know the chair.
All the time, all the freaking time. I love it.
You're accidentally sitting in the chair, and the enemy had already shot. So you're just waiting for it. Like you stand up, and you're immediately dead.
You're like, I'm dead. I'm dead no matter what, but there's nothing I can do. I'm just stuck sitting here waiting. Yeah, learning how to deal with that kind of crap definitely takes some time. You do really well with it. It's just, hey, you were up against Yuge. Yuge is fantastic, you know? I think that, honestly, it could have gone either way, so seriously, great job here. Now, Mooware, I do have to say, you know, this is our last of you for Kusogrand8. However, I will go ahead and send you a $5 gift card on Steam, or however it works for international, we'll figure it out. And also, the movie Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Just hit me up in DMs so I can get all of that to you. Other than that, do you have any final words for your tombstone?
I think my tombstone should say Guten Tag.
I enjoy that. Well, everybody guten your togs, because we have 3 more matches coming up in just a little bit. So thank you two so much. We're going to run a quick ad and we'll be back. Oh wait, actually first, do you two have anything that you want to plug? Mooware, anything that you'd like to plug first?
Not particularly.
Okay. Fred?
Not at the moment. I
right.
meant to go back and get back into streaming soon, but like work and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that work thing. I know how that goes. All right, we'll go ahead and run the ad, and we'll be back with the next game in just a couple minutes. Where did my button go to run the 2-minute? Oh my gosh. Is it because I cleared my cache? I cleared my cache. See you in 2 minutes, everybody. Thank you.
Bye bye.
See you, Fred.